Yeah, but I tell you what, these goddamn sets of liberals and their Glocks made of styrofoam or whatnot, they wouldn't know a real man's gun if they got shot by one. 9mm, I don't use nothing made by Germans. Why'd I use a bullet that lost 2 world wars when I can use one that won 2 world wars? That's right, I only use God's caliber, 45 ACP, bestowed upon us by the prophet John Moses Browning. I tell you what, if those Mormons weren't filthy heretics that worship Salios, I might consider them Christian. Hell, I might almost consider them people. That's right, kids, you're stuck with Uncle Slash this video, and I reckon I'm enjoying the redneck a bit too much to drop it so soon, so you better get used to it.
Today we're covering the 45 ACP guns in Stalker Anomaly and ranking them from worst to best. Now, you're probably wondering, what does the ACP and 45 ACP mean? Well, let me explain.
In the beginning, God made everything or whatever, then he got bored and decided to ruin it by adding people. He made this guy and decided his name was Adam, although these things been translated a bajillion and trillion 9 and 8 times. So his name was probably actually something like or something. Some folks say there's also this creepy hoe named Lilith or whatever that ran away and decided to go eat babies because she's legitimately screwed in the head, but that's just a bunch of fan fiction.
Oh my God, Swiss, shut up, no one cares.
You know what, you're right, Lego Seinfeld, I'm sorry, I went way too far back. 45 ACP stands for 45 Automatic Colt Pistol. It was developed by John Moses Browning because the U.S. cavalry needed a gun in .45 caliber so they could kill Filipinos better. So he made the glorious 1911. Anyway, that's enough blabbering about crap you don't care about. Let's get to the actual list now. Now, starting things off is a standard Colt M1911. Since this is the first gun on this list, and I therefore don't have any other previous entries to compare it to, I'm going to compare it to similar guns of other calibers from previous videos, and by that I mean 9x18 and 9x19. In comparison to the guns of other calibers, I'm going to rank the 1911 below the high power and even below the PM. Yeah, the 45 ACP round isn't really that good. Sure, it's got a little bit of extra damage, but slow, heavy, has doo-doo penetration, and is much less common than either of the 9mm. Oh, but the damage makes up for it. No, it doesn't, Ricky. It does not. If you're gonna go for damage, use a rifle. Use a shotgun. Use a grenade launcher. If you want a hard-hitting pistol, use a deagle. If the extra rarity isn't a concern, use .357 Magnum instead. Alright, if you see in the last 2 videos, you're familiar with how many reskins there are in this game. Well, 1911 has 8 different versions, including the base one. So I'm gonna try to make this quick, because I'm trying to finish this entire video in a day. 1% better accuracy and firing rate. Absolute game changer over here. Has the same stat improvements that the new has over the base model. Same routine, but twice as much. This one does weigh 0.07 kilograms more, so if that's a deal breaker, keep that in mind. Alright, here we are, the first non-1911 on this list.
I'm talking about the Sig P220. Now, I put 100 rounds of the old 45 through each of them, and I gotta say, the goddamn European guns ain't the same as good old American engineering. 1911 only lost 11% durability, while the P220 lost a whopping 12% durability. Point proven, them European guns is made of styrofoam and paper.
Now, the P220 is worse than the 1911 Custom in almost every way except for accuracy and weight. Now, with most other pistols, they classify firing rate as more important than accuracy, but for 45 ACP, you have less shots that do more damage, so I feel that accuracy is more important.
Welcome everyone to 45 ACP tennis. Our 2 contenders are the Colt M1911 and the Sig P220. And the bullet is in the 1911's court. Now to the P220s, to the Colt 1911 Modern, to the Sig P220 Alpine that you can buy from Nimble aboard the Skadovsk.
Swiss, get back to the commentary.
Okay, geez. Now to the Colt M1911 Duty Camouflage, then to the Sig P220 Custom, and back to the 1911, this time with the Colt 1911 Camouflaged. And there's no Sigs left. 1911 wins! Alright, now that we're done with the barrel measuring contest between the 1911 and P220, we're going to wrap up the age-old question of which is the best of the Colt M1911s. And the answer is the Merc Camouflage variant. Hold up, just because I personally affiliate with the mercenaries doesn't mean I'm biased. I mean, check the stats for yourself, I ain't lying. Besides, it's not like I have any loyalty to them. I'm a merc. I'd betray them without second thought if someone else paid me 2 cents more. Now we're moving on to some real guns. The USP-45 has higher accuracy and 5 more bullets than all the guns we just went over.
Hey!
What?
We heard you married a shotgun. That's unnatural.
Wait, I can explain.
We don't want to hear it, f***. You're coming with us.
But... Well, I guess I've been kidnapped by the redneck mafia. Guess they could smell that I wasn't a southerner. On that note, I'm gonna hurry up for the rest of the tier list before I'm kneeling beside my own shallow grave. So, the USP-45 Custom is the same old routine with all the other guns we've been over. Slightly different looks, slightly better stats, that sort of thing. You get the gist. This one's a pretty interesting one. This is a rare case where the reskin of a gun is actually worse than a stock model. The FNX-45 Tactical Alternate has noticeably worse stats than the base FNX-45 Tactical, and even has worse stats. Sorry, that hit a bump. It even has worse stats than the USP-45 Custom, but because of the extra magazine capacity and the tactical red dot... Oh, that part of the script's incomplete. Great, that's just what I need. I'm in the bed of a truck about to get murdered by the redneck cartel, and now I freaking... now my notes are screwed up. Great job, Celeste. Now, the tactical sight on the FNX Tactical is neat and all, but it's no game breaker. It's a bit too short, at least for my tastes, so even though it is a bonus, it doesn't make up for bad stats. Therefore, up next we have the FNP-45. It has the same magazine capacity and better accuracy and whatnot.
Hey y'all, this is Jose. Sis got kidnapped by a bunch of hicks again, so I'm taking over. Now, screw your gay little tier list. I'm here to tell the kids what they really want to hear about. Egg game.
Hey guys, I got the transmission working again. I hope hoes didn't try hijacking the video again. So, here's the stats for the FNP-45 Custom. I'm gonna really hurry this up because I don't know how much longer I got left before they stop driving. Up next, we have the FNX-45 Tactical. Once again, moderately worse stats, but has a cool red dot, so that makes up for it. Reskin. Looks cooler, works better, boom, bop, pow, done. Alright, we got the first SMG on this list. Now, there's only 3 45 ACP SMGs in the whole game, and the other 2 are just different versions of pre-existing guns, so this is the only unique 45 SMG in the whole game. It's a solid addition on the developer's end, but I can't help but be a bit disappointed that this is the only one. I mean, come on. Anomaly devs, please add a Thompson, please. It even makes sense lore-wise. I mean, back during World War II, the U.S. gave the Allied countries, including the Soviet Union, tons of equipment through the Lend-Lease Act, especially Thompson SMGs. From what I could find, the U.S. gave the Soviet Union around 138,000 Thompsons. It only makes sense that a decent number of them would find their way into the zone. Come on, devs! Where's my Tommy gun?
Shut the fuck up back there.
Okay. Now, the UMP-45 Custom is a direct improvement over the base UMP-45 in almost every way, but I have to warn you, 2 of the 3 scopes available to be mounted on this gun are completely bugged, with the only working one being the EOTech. Thus, the Custom is only better if you're not using an optic that isn't the EOTech. Ah, shit, the truck stopped.
Oh, great. I'm finna die.
No, you ready to die, queer boy?
Guys, wait, I can explain everything.
What is there to explain, boy? Marriage is between a man and a woman, not a man and a shotgun.
What about a man in a pickup truck?
Okay, that also counts, Cletus.
But, guys,
Shut it! We know you're voting for bail. That goddamn libertard trying to legalize shotgun weddings. All real American patriots are voting for John Joel Glanton.
What? Guys, he's only in it for the money. He doesn't care about you.
I don't want to hear it. Now, the next words that come out of your mouth are going to be your last words. What are they, homo?
I married a Remington, not a Mossberg.
Oh! Why didn't you say that earlier? Man, we're real sorry about all this. We thought you were a Yankee liberal commie.
Ah, nah, it's alright. I'm used to people trying to kill me. It's really no problem.
So, you ain't gonna tell nobody about this, right?
This video's probably only gonna get like 59 views anyway. Nobody's gonna watch to this point in the video.
Alright, sounds good. We'll untie you and take you back home now.
Wow, what a nice bunch of folks. Anyway, finally we have the best 45 ACP gun in the game, the MP5A3 Frazier. I don't know much about Frazier, but my dad likes it a lot, so here's his testimony.
I told you not to fucking call me! You're a failure! I don't want anything to do with you! You're lucky my crackhead dad was stupid enough to let your dumbass live with him, because you're never gonna amount to anything in your life!
Anyway, the Frazier is better than the UMP in every way aside from weight. Like all other guns with names in quotation marks, it can be bought from Nimble. I've already told you where you can find him multiple times, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. Well, that's the video. Here's a finalized tier list. Danke fürs Zuschauen. And now, the part where I desperately beg and scream for you to subscribe to me.